All right, check it out. What better way to celebrate Christmas Eve? Ringing in Christmas, ending the year off. We have 2 Donato pizza reviews today. They came out with a new pizza, which has a family recipe meatball on the pizza. But this one, that one will come out later in the day. But this one is the new Bakery Crust Pizza from the folks over at Donato's. And if you don't have a Donato's, check your Red Robins, because sometimes, just sometimes, inside a Red Robin is hidden. There's a hidden Donato's where they're making Donato's pizza inside a Red Robin. So there it is, Donato's. What does it say? Every piece is important. Established 1963. We're going to check out the new Bakery Crust Pizza, 3-topping pizza. Cue the intro. What is up, everyone? It is the endorsement, and it is time for another review. This is where I try something and tell you if you should like it or not. I can be very persuasive. So the new Bakery Crust Pizza, you can create your own Bakery Crust Pizza with up to 3 toppings. It is a thicker 11-inch square bakery-style crust that is crispy and cut into 9 square pieces. The guy was really nice. He's like, would you like a dipping sauce? Because you are getting the Bakery Crust Pizza. And I'm like, sure. So here we go. Check it out right there. I went with, what did I go with? I went with sausage, mushroom, and pepperoni. And there we go. Now, what I find very interesting about a new crust from the folks over at Donato's, I believe, and we're going to look at the second one later today, I got on their famous, I think they call it famous thin crust, I believe. And I love their thin crust. I love their thin crust pizzas over at Donato's. So it's interesting that they're releasing a different type of crust, the Bakery Crust. So there it is. Check it out right there. Loaded with toppings. Donato's, I tell you, underrated in my book. I've done a lot of reviews from Donato's. They are, they're up there. But again, it's a different crust. So is it going to have the same feel? Is it going to kind of work the same way? Because I think like their cheese is something like smoked provolone and Romano. I don't know. They have really good cheese. Let's just put it that way. Donato's has really good cheese. So here we go one more time for the people in the back. Now, I didn't say well done, but both of my pizzas, I did a little B-roll. The other pizza off camera is actually a little bit done a little bit more than this one. This one's got a little crispy on the edges, but let's see how that's, let's see how everything transpires. What's this called again? I changed new Bakery Crust Pizza, my 3 toppings, the endorsement special. Let's go. Yeah. There was a bakery growing up that would make pizzas like this a little more long, a little more lengthwise, kind of like a flatbread with the thickness of this. I love their sauce too. I always forget about the sauce over here at Donato's. Now, I was expecting a little bit of a crunch, a little bit more of a crunch on the bottom right there. We are definitely going to get it on the back end right there. You all know about the back end. A couple more bites. So different than their famous thin crust pizza, which I'm going to eat next. And again, you'll see that video later. Wow. That cheese, though. The quality of the stuff going on here, the quality of the toppings. I'm a fan of Donato's. I'm a fan of that sauce. It's tangy with a little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor in there. But we're here for the bakery crust, and I'm going to tell you this. I like it. It brings me back to a simpler time when I was just a little tyke, and I would eat a pizza like this from time to time. Wow, that's actually, I don't know if it's the pepperoni or the sauce. It's kind of lingering with a little bit of spice, like nothing crazy, like a 1.5 out of 10. Just something that's on the taste buds, kind of keeping you alive right there. And again, they did not skimp on the toppings. I picked up both of these pizzas and it weighed like 784 pounds. So shout out Donato's. Plus, I'm just going to keep it real. I got a 40% coupon. They sent it to me. Not like directly to me, but they said, you haven't been here in a while. Here's 40% off. I turned around, saw the new items, and I'm at Donato's. So I like this. I just think with the flavor of their cheese mixing with the pepperoni and the sauce, when I normally get that pepperoni pizza that they have where all the pepperoni goes crust to crust, there's just something about that flavor and the thickness or lack of, because it's thin crust, where this is good, but I think I prefer the thin crust better. But this is definitely taking me back. Like I said, final bite, we'll give it a rating. If you like a little bit more of a thicker pizza, this is going to be right up your alley. And I'm going to go in, the second piece off camera is going to be that middle piece. I'm a fan of the middle pizzas, middle slices. Let's just do this before I take another bite. 1 to 100. This is tough because I love the flavor of everything. And I already know in the back of my mind that I prefer the thin crust a little bit better just from when I've had it over the years. But just look at like this slice right here. This just looks like a gold medal slice. Look at this. And again, Donato's. How many times you get a place that just hardly puts any topping on their pizza? Shout out Donato's. 1 to 100. The new Bakery Crust Pizza. I'm giving it like an 80. I'm going to give it an 87. It probably deserves a point or more higher. It's just, I love their thin crust, especially with extra cheese. So, but there we go. Final bite. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. That is social media, getting the word of my channel out to the masses. In closing, final bite. Starting to grow on me. I still prefer the thin. Just a good, solid pizza. And at 40% off, yes, please. All right, check it out. In closing, let me show you a little sneak peek of what's coming later today. You'll see this one's cooked a little. Rookie move. You'll see this one's cooked a little bit more well done, but it looks amazing. It's on the famous thin crust. Stay tuned.